Hey boxing fans, welcome to another edition of Boxing for Real. I'm your host, Don Omega. Here's Iron Truth. Let's go. We've got a lot of ground to cover. Okay, first off, Pacquiao Morales 3 has been signed. Thoughts on this? Who do you think will win it?
Well, I'm going to go with Morales for right now. He's got a lot against him. He's got a lot to deal with coming up. He's going to be off for almost a year when this fight comes around in November. He's going to train harder than ever, though, I believe, and he's going to have his focus going for him. The odds are against him for sure. He was knocked out. He looked kind of like he might even be done with boxing completely because he just looked kind of worn out completely. I think the rest will help him. Then again, the rest could hurt him that he didn't choose to take a tune-up between that fight and this third match coming up when Pacquiao did get a tune-up against Oscar Larios, and he, of course, was the one who won the last fight. So I'm going to go with Morales, but, it's a pick-em fight for sure.
I'm definitely going with Pacquiao to win. I think he's going to win, and if you saw a recent picture of Morales, he's way up there in weight, and I just don't think he can overcome Pacquiao at this point. It's not impossible, but I mean, he's, like you said, he's got a major uphill battle, and coming off 2 losses right now, he hasn't shown me enough to say that he's going to do it. I agree, he's going to train as hard as he ever has before, probably the hardest he's ever trained. This might, because lose this, and it's going to be hard for him to even convince himself to get back in the ring again, probably.
Yeah, definitely. And great fighters always have one more great fight left in them, and Morales has definitely been a great fighter, and I think he's going to prove...
Pacquiao tune-up, though. Quite a tune-up he had there with Larios, if you want to call it that.
Definitely. And, that was a tune-up, but a tough opponent for a tune-up in Larios. Pacquiao dominated him. Both are great fighters. It'll be another great fight for sure. But I'm going to go with Morales right now. And we've got a while to wait, so we'll see what happens up until November, until the fight comes up.
Speaking of Manny Pacquiao, it's been reported he was in the hospital in the Philippines. They said they've reported acid reflux and stomach virus. I don't know, who knows. This happened again. Hopefully he'll get out soon. That's all we really have to say about that. Okay, well, Vivian Harris was supposed to fight Mighty Mike Arnaoutis. Fights off as far as Mike has pulled out and claiming an injury. Who knows? We won't go as far as to say right now that he's ducking Harris because he probably thought he could get an easy win over Harris after seeing Harris lose to Mousa. So he probably thought this was an easy fight, but I do have to say this, you got nothing to say about calling Malianaji ever again after this crap.
Yeah, this Arnaoutis, never been impressed with him at all. Always thought he was overrated.
He's the new Spadafora.
Yeah, he pulled out against Malianaji. Malianaji was never even got so far as to pull out because he never would even sign to fight him at all. Malianaji would have embarrassed him, obviously.
Malianaji went on to fight Cotto,
right,
of course.
Exactly. And I thought he won that fight. But anyway, Malianaji, clearly the better fighter between those two. We knew that all along. Arnaoutis, I will go so far as to say he pulled out against Harris because he was afraid of him, actually. I think Harris would have knocked him out very quickly. So I can't respect him at all, never did anyway, but hopefully Harris finds a replacement to fight.
The guy that they're looking at right now, there's 2 on the list. One is Lovemore N'Dou.
And he gave Cotto a somewhat of a tough fight back in 2004. Also, Shambe Mitchell fought him. Some people thought it was close. I did. I still picked Harris. Not so sure Harris can knock him out because Cotto didn't. For one thing, Cotto's got better power than Harris, I believe.
It just depends on how much N'Dou has deteriorated or stayed in shape since then, really.
So that's one possible choice. The other is...
The big one? Emanuel Augustus.
Yeah, and we all know Augustus, of course, from the Friday night fights, the dancing whatever his name is, the dancing drunk man or whatever they call him. Anyway, this guy will be a tough style fight for anyone, really. But I mean, Floyd Mayweather had his way with him, but you know, that's Mayweather. So
and even Mayweather said it's the toughest opponent he's ever
fight.
had.
Absolutely. So even Mayweather, the world's best, saying that. Augustus, I could see beating Harris. I won't go so far as to pick him over him.
I will pick him. I'll pick him over him.
Okay, and I'm not going to say that's impossible by any means. I'm going to go with Harris by a decision on that if that happens. But
yeah, I pick Augustus' decision too.
Won't be surprised if Augustus could beat him.
Out.
Yep, and Augustus, don't let the record fool you at all. He's got almost an even record on wins and losses.
Type him into YouTube. I'm sure you're watching this on YouTube. Type him into YouTube. You'll see some
highlights.
Some highlights of him.
Yep, and very exciting fighter.
And we're wanting to get this fight. This would be a great fight for Harris. It'd be a great fight for both guys. So across your screen, hopefully, I'm going to get a telephone number up for Ross Greenberg at HBO. Call him. Tell him you want to see Emanuel Augustus versus Vivian Harris.
Great fight. No way this could be a dull fight either. Augustus always in great fights.
Also tell him you want to see Zab Judah back on the air.
Definitely. Absolutely.
But
okay. Moving on.
We're showing that also a possible opponent if Augustus for whatever reason doesn't get this. They've talked about Augustus versus Courtney Burton too.
Yes, the rematch.
Which, if anyone saw this first match, they had one of the most disgusting decisions in the history of boxing. Augustus won really by third round knockout.
Fourth round, I think. Yeah. So I mean, whatever it was, a knockout, landed a perfect body shot. The referee was a complete idiot that night. I don't know where they found him. Actually, he's somewhat of a known referee, and he's gotten several jobs after that somehow. Wayne Kelly. Anyway, Augustus hit him with a body shot. Burton went down. Referee called it a low blow. Should have counted him out. Then all through the fight, the referee was constantly talking to Augustus, telling him not to do this, not to do that, when he wasn't doing anything illegal.
And then in the late round,
of course, when Burton spun Augustus around, or when Augustus spun around to get out of a clinch from Burton, the referee warned Augustus to not spin his opponent when he did nothing, when he spun himself. And the ESPN announcers, this was on Tuesday Night Fights, Teddy Atlas and Joe Tessitore were absolutely going nuts at this referee, as well they should have. They did a great job that night. Atlas went crazy after the decision was read.
He interviewed judges asking how stupid they were.
And it was a
disgusting display.
Definitely.
One of the worst displays you've ever seen caught on film, actually. And this is the kind of thing that Augustus has dealt with his whole career.
Yep, definitely. And hopefully Augustus Burton has had some losses since then. He had the loss to, I believe he lost to Evo Elder by knockout. He also lost to Rolando Reyes, who just fought Jose Luis Castillo, both by knockout, and he also lost to Juan Lascano by knockout since then. Burton has fallen tremendously, and he wasn't good enough for Augustus then, so it's even going to be worse now, and Augustus will definitely knock him out. So
yeah, I have to agree. He knocked him out the first time, really, so he'll do it again.
And he'll be coming with everything for this fight. He wants to avenge that one for sure.
And he deserves to, because he didn't do it that's going to be our show for today. Thanks for tuning in. Remember, check us out, omegafights.com. Be sure to email us at our mailbag, boxingforreal@gmail.com. Okay, before we go, I want to give a shout out to the guys over at fightfan.com. Be sure to check them out. Looks like we'll be working together pretty soon, bringing some interviews hopefully, and looking forward to that partnership. So check out their website, fightfan.com. Great website, home of Emanuel Augustus it looks like, and well, take care.